All right, you guys. This shouts out to the LGBTC Lions Den basketball community. All right, and I want to give a special shout out to my brother Too Raw for TV. He first put me onto this story. He talked about this on his Patreon. I think he touched a little bit about this on his YouTube channel. So if you're not subscribed to Too Raw for TV, I highly recommend you do so. Really good channel, really informative content. And also, I have my own Patreon. So if you subscribe to my Patreon, I'll leave a link to the Patreon during the stream. And let's talk about this. So now, if there's any evidence that systemic racism exists here in America, we have an article coming from TMZ to where we got a police chief in Georgia has resigned and one of his officers was fired after video surfaced on an absolutely shocking racist conversation in which they casually dropped the N-word and say slavery met the needs of black people. See, it's this kind of rhetoric, right? Because last year after the George Floyd killing, right, we had a string of incidents to where unarmed black men and women are being gunned down at the hands of police officers or whatever. And what was the thing that they were talking about? What was the thing a lot of people were doing? They were taking down statues because they said that statues represented the systemic racism here in America. Various statues throughout the country, they put out legislation talk about we're going to change the name of the Confederate, the names of Confederates that were on these U.S. bases and whatever other bases around the country, right? They did all this stuff. They call themselves trying to combat the systemic racism here in America, right? And yet, when you hear stuff like this, right? When you hear about police officers, now these police officers are supposed to be sworn in to protect the general public that they are watching over, right? I'm pretty sure, now, don't get me wrong, I have my issues with Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, but I'm pretty sure she does not want to hear a police chief. Now, mind you, Keisha Lance Bottoms, she's married with children, right? She has a family. She has a husband. I'm pretty sure the last thing she wants to hear is some racist white cop and a police chief in that matter calling themselves want to have, bucket naked booty sessions with them. I'm pretty sure that's the last thing that Keisha Lance Bottoms wants to hear, and I'm pretty sure that's the last thing Stacey Abrams wanted to hear. What's up, Stephen Alexander? Salute. But this is what these motherfuckers think of black women. This is what they think of them. Right here. Now, Hamilton Police Chief Gene Almond and Patrolman John Brooks didn't realize Brooks's body cam was recording during a racist conversation. The patrolman talked about who they'd rather have sex with, Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms or voting rights activist Stacey Abrams. Then, as they repeatedly dropped the N-word, the chief discusses slavery, and this is the thing that really pissed me off. Yeah, I'm talking about it right now. I'm gonna put a link to it in the description box. For the most part, it seemed to me that they furnished them a house to live in. They furnished them clothes to put on their back. They furnished them food to put on their table, and all they had to do was fucking work. And now we've given them all their things, and now we've given them all those things, and don't have to fucking work. Motherfucker, get fucked, okay? You get fucked. to that police chief that's sitting around here doing that. Who in the hell you think you are? I'm gonna say it again. He says, for those of you that missed it, I'm going to say this again. He says, for the most part, it seemed to me like they furnished them a house to live in, they furnished them clothes to put on their back, they furnished them food to put on their table, and all they had to do was fucking work. And now we've given them all those things and don't have to fucking work. That is exactly what that racist police chief said. This conversation took place last year before the Black Lives Matter protest. So that tells you that this racist rhetoric was put out right after the George Floyd killing. I tell you, man. I tell you. So when people run around here talking this nonsense about, oh, systemic racism don't exist, well, how do you explain this? It makes no sense to me that this is going on. I just don't understand why. All you guys out there that's saying this stuff about systemic racism don't exist in America, where the fuck are y'all at? Huh? That Louisiana police chief that ran his mouth talking about, oh man, systemic racism don't exist. I don't see it in my department. I don't see it in my police. I don't see it in my police. Where the fuck are you at now? All you people running around here talking about systemic racism don't exist. How the fuck do you explain this? These are the people that that raised their hand, that swore an oath to protect and serve the people that they are watching. And you just don't know how bad this really gets me going. This shit really pisses me off. That you got somebody out here still spewing out this kind of rhetoric out of touch of reality. All they thinking about is, oh man, my white privileges, man. My white privileges. Really? Really? Salute to Mr. 3000 degrees in the building. I see you too, Mr. Padzer. I ain't forgot about you. Now here's the bigger question. These guys that was involved with that rhetoric, what other kind of bullshit that's going on with this police department? To me, there need to be an independent review of all these police departments around the country. There needs to be. But this is the problem with that. This is the problem with having an independent review of all these police officers around the country. You got, and I'm not saying all of them are bad, right? But this is my thing, right? If you guys out there condoning this shit, if you guys are police officers out there and you're condoning this stuff and you're not reporting this stuff and you're not holding these guys accountable, then you're just as much part of the problem. And he should resign. Should never ever get a job in police department ever again. You should never have a spot in the police department ever. And then they're sitting up here using racial slurs. They're just dropping the N-word like it was nothing. I'm gonna share a screen with y'all. Just disgusting. So for those of you who did not see the clip, here's the clip. Now, I will warn you, this will contain strong images and strong language, so viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to Pohanka.
After this
month and ask about our military offers.
You know what? To shoot him, it's just a tape. How come when you take some, it's like you done killed him 27 times.
This video shows 2 law enforcement officers wearing body cams and having a conversation that would later lead to Hamilton Chief Police Gene Almond and Officer John Brooks both being out of a job.
A body cam used by the city was being inspected because we've been informed that the body cam did not work. But when it was looked at, it was determined that the body cam actually had a full memory of video.
The 2 police officers accidentally reported themselves on their body cams, not knowing the devices actually worked. Hamilton's Mayor Pro Tem Ransom Farley was the one to find the video.
It was disgusting. Because I had to leave the room. Because I couldn't believe. I couldn't believe I could and I couldn't at the same time. But I was.
The N-word was heard in the video. The police officer talked about who he'd rather have sex with. Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms or voting rights activist Stacey Abrams. In another portion of the recorded conversation, one of the men talks about slavery. After viewing the video, it took city leaders about an hour and a half to take action, letting the chief and the officers know they would be fired if they didn't resign.
Needed to no longer work for the city of Hamilton.
They both resigned one day when the officer was supposed to turn in his gear by Wednesday, and Officer John Brooks did not do so, according to the city attorney. That's when the city terminated him.
In my opinion, a lot more should happen from that. That's my thing. You shouldn't even have the option to resign. You know why? Because if they resign, then they still get access to benefits. They still get access to a pension. They should not have access to a pension. They should not have access to any kind of benefits. That's why they were forced to resign. Shout out to Unique Dawn in the building. He should never, ever don a badge again. Ever. I mean, he shouldn't even be top flight security of a goddamn Next Friday movie. If that movie ever exists again. For real. It's disgusting that this still goes on here in America. Even after all the work that's been put in to eliminate systemic racism in America. And I'm sorry, Joe Biden, this is on you. You, along with that scam artist, are just as responsible for what's going on. You've written these laws that put black people in jail. Shout out to my brother Too Raw for TV. Too Raw, hey, I'm so glad you're here, bro. Come on in. Anybody else want to come on in? We're gonna talk about this, man. We're gonna talk about this. And I want to say some other stuff, but one, I'm not trying to run up my blood pressure. Two, I don't want YouTube kicking me out of kicking me out of the platform. But just know, I am highly upset. What's up, homie?
What's up, man?
So I watched the video, and needless to say, like we talked about earlier when we talked behind the scenes. I really want to do that shit now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then the thing about this, we got a president and a vice president, right? They're all about the badge.
Condemned us for coming at them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Them dude, that him and her are all about the badge. Joe Biden, when the whole thing about defund the police, we were pressing this dude about defunding the police. And look, when we say defund the police, we don't necessarily mean these motherfuckers go broke now. Let's not be ignorant, okay? When we talk about defund the police, we're talking like, hey, maybe they should not get as much access to different resources and all that. The resources that you put all into the police office departments, maybe you should take that and, maybe you have resources for mental health, and then you have resources for, for providing families homes and things like that. Something that is not all on the police departments.
Right. I mean, you can just see over the past 20 years how much more has gone toward investing toward police. Like with the type of weapons they have, the advancement in weapons they have, just the increased police presence in general. You can tell that a lot of funding has gone toward them, and what's the benefit in our communities? It hasn't been in it. You know what I'm saying? No, it hasn't. They've been a thorn in our side since fucking 1860s.
Then if you saw what happened last night in Georgia, man, Georgia just have all kinds of racism just oozing out. Now, remember last night during the Lakers-Hawks game, you had some white folks heckle LeBron James.
Yeah, man, Georgia's a hotbed for that shit, man.
It's a hotbed for this racism, man. So this incident, for those who didn't know, this happened after the George Floyd incident, and then if you think about after the not after the George Floyd incident, it was after Rayshard Brooks. That video that came out after the Rayshard Brooks, not on George Floyd. The George Floyd thing sparked all the protests around the country and eventually around the world. But after the Rayshard Brooks incident, then you had these guys come out here saying that stuff. So October, you got changed. You only got changed a couple times. We could have gotten shot like 27 times. What? Really, dude?
What got me was the one that complained about the cop being let go without having a hearing. Remember, yeah. Whined about that. Like, seriously?
Really, motherfucker? Man, man, you just don't know how bad that shit pisses me off, man. You just don't know how bad that shit really pisses me off.
Yeah. I mean, all of that shit was bad. Everything they said was terrible. The race, the slavery thing, yeah, that made me want to, man. I can't believe he said that shit. But you know what? Then again, I can. Because a lot of them think like that. A lot of them rationalize and say, oh, well, you know, we did that for your benefit. That's the lie they tell themselves to make themselves feel better about what happened. Oh, well, we were being nice folks and we took you guys in and clothed you. Nigga, y'all forced us in chains over here. Now don't get it twisted. That's human trafficking. Last I saw your pasty faced bastard.
Hell yeah. And see, they're saying all this stuff on, and see, these bumbling idiots. See, I'm glad they showed this on their body cam. I'm glad you bumbling idiots forgot to turn off your body cam. We get to see now, in my opinion, they didn't have this body cams on all the goddamn time. So we really get to see what the fuck they really think, we get to see how they really think about us.
Yeah, supposedly what happened was some officials was wondering why, like, police, maybe in their district, I don't know, why, like, they didn't have their body cams on recently. And they were saying something about, well, it wasn't working or they weren't able to record. And they found out that the footage, you know, had been used up. So they had to delete, like, you know, they had to go through and look at the battery, I guess, whatever is recorded.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when that was found.
Really?
That's how it was found. Yeah, that's how it was found. That's why it's only coming out now. That somebody saw it. And I think the person that actually saw it was black. Because had it been white, we would have never found this shit out.
So we're saying a black dude, the black person or black individual found this footage while they were going through.
Right. If I'm not mistaken, from what I read, the official happened to be black who was going through all of this footage.
And you know what? Now I'm thinking about it, after I played that clip, that there was that black dude that was sitting down with glasses on saying he couldn't believe he heard that footage. Wouldn't I be out of the realm of possibility that was the dude that found it?
I think it was. I think it was. And he knew that cop. Well, police chief. He knew him.
Mm-mm-mm.
And you know, he copped that. You know, once he got caught, he copped that bullshit. Oh, that's not really me. You know, I'm being misrepresented. Nigga, that's you on camera talking, not some third party.
There ain't no standard. So hold on. So if that wasn't you, was that your stunt double?
Look, I wasn't taking my medication that day. I was rambling and just mad, and it was hot as I don't know what. I didn't mean what I said there.
Really? You didn't mean what you said? Shit, that sound like that. You see, there's two types of people in the world that don't lie: kids and drunks.
Yep.
So were you drunk when you said that? Were you under the influence when you said that? I would argue. See, when somebody said, "Well, that's not who we are," they remember Joe Biden was kicking that 1980s rhetoric, but that's not who we are. Yeah, that's very much who we are as a country.
Yeah.
But are they going? So when all those individuals, right, this so-called black leadership class, right, when they was on that Zoom call, and they were asking Joe Biden to defund the police, and Joe Biden dressed them down like they were a whole bunch of nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where was the vitriol then? Because see, it couldn't have been me sitting in that Zoom call, right? Because I had to get at one Bama on Ticket Channel. You know what I'm saying? He trying to be some goddamn tough guy. You know what I'm saying? Talk about what he gonna do and all that. I'm like, nigga, you ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah, man. There's always those always trying to.
Like, so we got white supremacists out here doing this, that, and the third. Where the fuck is your same energy at for that? You want to get at me over some basketball talk, but yet these guys out here doing this, that, and the third, and y'all guys as quiet as church mice. I want y'all to have that same vitriol y'all have for LeBron James about this. This is where you need to have your vitriol at, not me. Go ahead.
Yeah. I agree with you, man. Like, I know, the boy from Akron is a hot button topic, you know what I'm saying? And when it comes to sports, we get hot, we debate about certain things, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't think this is me. I don't think any black person should have hatred toward LeBron James. It shouldn't get to that point where, you know what I'm saying, you should have hatred toward him. Because now it's like you know what I'm saying, you missing focus. The hatred you should have is toward people like this. The hatred you should have is toward people that's in Washington not addressing your best interest. You know what I'm saying? It's more important things than the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Much more important things. What's going on, and this is one of them.
Yeah. I mean, we out here trying to fight for what's right. We out here trying to fight for our livelihood, and we got people out here complaining about, what's going on in the NBA. Look, I love the NBA. I will watch the NBA. I will continue to talk about the NBA. But at some point, the NBA needs to take a back seat to what the fuck is going on in front of us. And more importantly, we need to identify the stuff that's going on behind the scenes and behind our backs. And we got police officers in your local area saying stuff like this. This is what they think about you.
Yeah. This is what they think. And this is so tight, I don't know if you've seen the movie yet, American Skin, but this is so like on point. This coming out right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just highlights the mentality of these people. This is the mentality. And this is what the problem is. You got people like this in power. White supremacists. These are white supremacists. Make no mistake about it. They're in position of authority. That's the problem right there. Joe Biden's one too. You know what I'm saying? He just carried differently from Trump, but he's one too. As a matter of fact, I'm willing to say he's worse than Trump in a lot of ways. Because of what he put. You still there, Ellie?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay. Yeah, I think Biden's worse because of the laws that he's enacted and pushed. The crime bill. You know what I'm saying? For one. Other legislation he's pushed that's been detrimental to the black community.
The Anti-Drug Abuse Act. He didn't write that one, but he was definitely a co-conspirator in that one. And for those of you who don't know what that bill entails, that bill entails the 100-to-1 disparity between crack cocaine and powder cocaine, between blacks and white folks.
Right. I think that was pushed. I think that was pushed during Reagan's second term. Like you said, Joe Biden was a supporter of that back when the Democrats were in the majority, and they needed bipartisan support to push stuff. And Joe Biden helped them push that bill through. And that shit fucked with us because it makes people who that drug was specifically pushed to make it lighter penalties for affluent white people or affluent people, and to penalize us for the same goddamn drug.
Hey, Joe Biden's kids was on that shit.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that. But you know, whenever one of them are on drugs, it's a tragedy. It's you know, it's a chemical imbalance. You know, they're working through problems in life. But us, everything is criminalized.
Yeah.
You know. But we're already seeing right now with Biden, he's not this guy's not an ally to the black community, man.
No.
And no.
Definitely not no goddamn ally to the black community. Not at all.
Nope.
I mean, it just keeps on going. It just keeps going on and on and on, right? So my point was, what was the use of tearing down statues when the teaching still exists? And where would they get these teachings from? These teachings come from. I'm gonna tell you where the teachings come from. The number one teachings that come from is schools. These politicians have a hand on what the fuck is put in these textbooks.
Yep.
Yeah, one of his sons passed away. It was Bo Biden, Kamala Harris' little side piece. Secret lover. Yeah, that's what we are. Trying so hard to hide the way we feel. What's up, dude?
Stop, Bo. Stop, Bo. Don't put me on my ass like that.
What's up, guys?
Hey, what's up, Lou?
I've been dealing with a whole lot this week. That's what I've been dealing with.
What's going on, man?
Well, Sunday, a bullet came through my window. And then I've been waiting on the cops since Sunday. They're supposed to come to get the bullet, do ballistics and all the other stuff, but they haven't still came yet.
Damn.
And the bullet's still in my wall right now. See what happened was it was a shootout in the back part of my apartment building. Somehow, some way, I'm on the 26th floor, right? A bullet got up there.
Damn, you almost got hit with a stray?
Yeah.
Shit.
Damn, man.
At first, when the bullet came from my window, I said, damn, what's going on? Is a sniper trying to take me out?
God damn, Lou. And so, damn, man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I'm glad you're all right.
I am too.
Well, yeah, more importantly, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
But yeah, so what you think about this topic, this particular, what you got on this? Because I know you had your own ordeal last year with the Breonna Taylor, you know, the cover-ups, the Kentucky Fried Coon made from 11 herbs and spices. And real quick, yeah, because that motherfucker couldn't have been any more disingenuous yesterday. I just want to wish everybody a happy Black History Month. As the first black attorney general in the state of Kentucky, the fuck out of here. What you got in this, Lou?
I'm still waiting on him to be fired and put in jail.
But they still haven't fired those police officers, have they?
Huh?
They still haven't fired those police officers, have they?
They fired one of them, but the other ones, no.
All I know is this morning I saw that video with Town Business. You talking about how that one police sheriff got fired for making a false arrest against that black guy.
They made a false arrest. I didn't see that. So what was this one about?
A guy was outside getting signatures from people. He wasn't breaking any type of law. A policeman came up to him talking about why you panhandling. He said he wasn't panhandling. He just getting signatures from people. He said, "Turn around, you're under arrest." He asked him for what, and the officer did not say, "I find something to arrest you for. Come on, let's go." And they had the video of that, and he got fired.
Damn.
Man, I'm
that's the abuse of power right there.
You think?
And that's what we deal with every day, though.
arresting him for being black. That's basically what that was, man.
Yeah.
Arresting him for being black. We'll just make something up, but you know, I don't like the color of your skin, so let's get you know, you can't be around here.
And that shit was fucking crazy, bro. That shit was fucking crazy, man. But that just goes to show you that this shit still exists.
I think it's gonna start getting more crazy now because people starting to really understand what we go through almost every day of our lives, and these cops are going to start getting more bolder. Watch.
Well, yeah, I mean, they literally get away with killing us with a slap on the wrist. And if you hate, man, look, I'm to the point now where I truly believe now that a lot of people are joining the police force not to protect and serve, but to fuck with black people. If you're a racist, let's say you're a racist white boy, what better occupation to go into than be a police officer? A police officer, so you can just fuck with black people. You already had the power to proceed to the badge, and now you kind of know you get to legally kill black people. I get to legally kill them? Oh yeah, I'm gonna be a police officer.
Hey man, what about did you see the one video where the police was heckling the dude in his own house? Dude was outside his own house. They're asking him for his deed, and his ID, and all that type of shit.
Oh my God. Man, I swear, man, it's like we're going back in time to the 1960s, man. Like I don't remember.
When did we ever live in 1960? Because we still in it today.
But what I'm saying is, I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I don't remember hearing things like this in the 90s. We had incidents, but to the point where it's getting that ridiculous, like coming to your home and asking for evidence of a lease or a deed to prove this your house. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, man.
Dude was at his own house, and one of the neighbors called the police because they thought it was trespassing. You know, of course, it was a white person that called the cops and shit, right? So the dude was outside his own house, in his own yard. The cops came up and asked him, you know, hey, what are you doing here, and why are you here, and he's like, motherfucker, this is my house.
You talking about that doctor who lived in the house?
That might have been another story, but that's not the one I'm talking about. They asked to see his ID, then they asked him for his deed. I'm like, motherfucker, you ain't privy to none of that. Have I committed a crime? No. Oh, then you don't get to see shit. Matter of fact, let me call my lawyer real quick. That's how I would have handled it. As soon as you start saying that lawyer shit, that's when they back off.
No, that's when they start acting like, are you resisting arrest? Like we have to see your personal items. That's
No,
when
you
they
don't need to see shit. If you don't, if you don't have probable cause to arrest me, I don't have to give you nothing.
but they don't know that LB know how they are.
Yeah, they act like we don't know. Motherfucker, I know the law. Shit. I know people that were in law enforcement. I did time in the military. All that shit. I know my rights. And if you don't have
I
no
thought
probable, huh?
I thought this before they became cops, ain't they supposed to do it like a psycho valve on them before they give them their
Man, there's all
badge?
kinds of shit they supposed to be doing that they don't do. But you know what they always point to? Oh, we got to do more training. Bitch, fuck that. You ain't do no more goddamn fucking training.
The
If that's
training,
the case,
the training that they do, the reason why we get shot, almost the reason why we get harassed and shot.
But see, this is the thing. This is the thing, Lou. In the United States, the process from going from the academy to the police force is like a lightning bolt. They only get like a couple months. They really only get like a couple months compared to these other countries. You're going through years of training before you even begin to work the beat. Before you even begin to call yourself going on these expeditions and all that, man, you like in training for years. And that's not just from a physical aspect, from a mental aspect as well. I mean, we get training on motherfuckers. They get training. We get training here on shooting first, ask questions later. They get ingrained in their head from the word jump that everybody that they encounter is trying to kill you. So you got to kill them first. That's the kind of bullshit training that they were getting.
But you getting trained from. I would get some state. You getting trained. Go ahead, Terrell.
I was saying, obviously, with their bias, they see us as the biggest threat. You know what I'm saying? So it's like shoot to kill with us.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Sorry, too raw. Here we go. Here we go. This coon ass motherfucker, Stephen A. Smith, man. Get this, y'all. Get this, y'all. This was this coon ass. This motherfucker literally came out his mouth and said that the NBA need more courtside Karens. She shouldn't have been kicked out. I'm gonna let y'all listen to what this bastard had to say.
There's always that one black guy.
The NBA needs courtside Karen. No, we need you to shut the hell up because when god dang on
The NBA has produced some all-time nicknames over the years. Chocolate Thunder, Magic, Pistol Pete, King James. Last night we got a new one. Courtside Karen. Courtside Karen, we needed you. We've had sports without fans for most of a year now, and now you've arrived. Courtside, screaming at the greatest basketball player in the world like he's a waiter who served you Chardonnay that was room temperature instead of chilled like you specifically asked for. Go off, Courtside Karen. Go off.
No, at the end of the day, that's
see, it's clowns like him that don't need to be on TV, but we'll keep going.
Sitting at home watching on TV, all of us love to see athletes mixing it up with fans. As long as you don't get too excessive. It's entertainment, y'all. The players love it too. They miss it too. As long as fans say where they belong and don't do anything too physical at all, actually. Getting heckled is actually part of the game in the NBA. No other major sport has fans so close to the action. But that element of the NBA has been missing for quite some time now. Until last night. Until court.
So where was you at last week when goddamn on Chad Wheeler, former football player, he played for the New York Giants, and he turned around and played for the Seattle Seahawks. He beat that girl within an inch of his life. He beat that girl within an inch of her life, and you didn't say a fucking thing about it. Now we get a courtside Karen at the game last night. Here you all up in the video running your fucking mouth. We got black people getting gunned down at the hands of police officers, and yet you won't say anything about that. You won't say anything about how people get beaten up and killed. But yet courtside Karen go off on LeBron James, and all of a sudden now you like a fucking chihuahua. Yeah, stay there, motherfucker. Go ahead, man.
Did y'all hear that a woman who runs the Me Too movement supposed to be getting a Nobel Peace Prize?
Who? You talking about Karen?
That psychotic looking ass bitch.
Yeah.
The psychotic looking ass bitch.
You talking about Karen West, one baby sister?
They said she's supposed to be getting a Nobel Peace Prize. I'm like, hold up.
Nutley? You said Nutley is getting the Nobel Peace Prize. Nutley?
I'm like, hold up. Y'all have not said nothing about this. Chad Wheeler beating up on this black girl, but it was a black man. Y'all would have came out against him. How come y'all haven't came out against this man yet? What's up with that?
It was all on Ray Rice when he did that shit, but they ain't gonna do that with the white motherfucker.
And they giving her a Nobel Peace Prize? Seriously?
It's just like the NAACP giving that white dude the NAACP award. I done forgot the dude's name. That happened a while back ago.
I'm just saying she's nowhere to be found with this guy. She's nowhere to be found in this whole situation right now. They ain't doing nothing about this. They just sitting back and just letting nothing and doing nothing. Like, what's wrong with y'all?
Man, they're scared of white men.
That's how they do. They only show up when they want to. They don't show up when they really have to. When they really
most of them are feminazi, black men hating lesbos any goddamn way. Sorry, I'm old, man. So I talk kind of anti-PC. You know what I'm saying? But we like. You know what I'm saying, man? Most of them got agendas anyway. They hate black men. They lesbians, and they bought into that feminist agenda. So if it's a white guy, they don't have the same hatred. They don't have the same vitriol. It doesn't trigger them.
To Raw, you know about her history too, don't you?
Yeah.
Before she started the Me Too movement, she was treated bad by black men.
Right.
That's why she's
right. That's why they you know what I'm saying? Look, domestic violence is a terrible thing, but I don't like how they're trying to make it like they try to make us the face of everything negative. If I'm not mistaken, the vast majority of domestic violence cases are white men in this country, not black men. White men.
And you have some white dudes getting beat up by their girlfriends and stuff, but they try to make black men the focal point of it.
They beat up by black women.
That tell me right there they don't do their work. They don't do the work in the history of domestic violence. They just go off what they see on the news and all that other stuff.
Yeah, they don't do that research. They just come out and say all types of shit. They don't really come with the facts and stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
What's she doing get a little Nobel Peace Prize for? For what? Man, see, that's that bullshit, man. That's fucking bullshit. Why is that fucking creative face crunch bar like Tori Harris?
I bet Cam giving that to
The only person that can give out the Nobel Peace Prize is the fucking She can't give that out.
She ain't black. She don't need to be giving out awards like that.
Hey, Stephanie. Hey, 3000. And I just saw that comment.
She can't. Matter of fact, who give out the Nobel Peace Prize anyway? Is it the president? Who gives that out?
No, that's like a. Isn't that overseas? I forgot who gives that out. I don't think it's the president. So. Yeah, that's overseas.
Yeah, it was the International Committee of the Red Cross.
Okay.
Where's she getting the goddamn? Well, first of all, what does KRS One baby sister doing? Get the fuck out of here. Muttley don't need to be going nowhere near that shit.
That job with a hut right there. You got that big ass tomato nose.
She'll deserve any fucking award that Dr. King also got.
No,
she'll deserve to be in that category.
Non-violence.
I hate to see her and Roland Martin at a Golden Corral buffet. They'll be fighting each other over the last piece of chicken.
hey, I got money on motherfucking, Mr. I be on the front lines of what's going on in the black community. No, motherfucker, you be at the front line, go to the corral, and I got my money on you. As soon as that motherfucker open back up, you be at the front line, get your daily dose of chicken.
First person, they'll be the first two up there. They'll be like, hey, you come here too, girl?
So why the fuck are they talking about this? All the systemic racism and all that going on, and you got the appropriate title, Roland Martin Unfiltered, because it's pretty much, by the way you eat, I can see why you call it unfiltered.
Basically, to me, LB, she kind of lashing out against black men because of what happened to her. Not because.
Man, that's not look. Even though it was a traumatic experience, and I would never joke about nothing like that. Don't get me wrong, that was a traumatic experience. But I ain't got nothing to do with what happened to you. So don't make me out to don't victimize me based on your traumatic past, Marty.
If one black person do that, they try to blame all of us.
Yeah, these feminists make me sick. You and I talked about this. We talked about this behind the scenes with these goddamn old feminists.
Yeah.
Here they go. These feminists are, hate and denigrate black men and all that and whatnot. But as soon as a white dude calls himself beating a girl within an inch of his life, all of a sudden now you want to change your tune.
Then the motherfucker sat down and started drinking a smoothie. Then he gonna tell her, "You ain't dead yet." Like, come on now.
Hey, Dad Brian already said if he sees him, he gonna fight him on the spot.
I don't blame him. I would have. If I was her father, it's on sight when I see him. I'm bum wrestling him.
And he had the nerve to plead not guilty.
Talking about it's a mental illness or something like war veterans have mental illnesses and stuff like going to war and stuff. You just playing football. I know football players go through injuries and stuff.
How you gonna be in the courtroom plead not guilty knowing what you did?
I just want to understand everybody that is outraged at OJ and outraged at Ray Rice and all that shit. Where is your outrage now? That's what I want to see. Where is your outrage? Is somebody echoing?
That's Lou the Writer. No, go ahead.
I just want to know, where is the outrage toward everybody with this situation? You know what I'm saying? He pummeled that girl, man. Big 6'7" motherfucker. Huge. Beating up a 5'9", 140-pound woman.
Mm-hmm.
That's like Andre the Giant beating up goddamn Nell Carter and shit, man. I mean, I'm not trying to be funny, but like, I mean, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's how they do.
Mom still echoing.
I don't think so. No.
Now you good now.
No.
Only thing I know about Andre the Giant was Kamala was about ready to shoot his ass in the ring if he was did something to him.
Yeah, I heard about that. Everyone who telling that story.
Yeah, he was talking that racist shit. He was about to put some hollow points in him.
Oh yeah, Bad News Brown talked about that. So he was gonna fuck. But Bad News Brown would have whooped Andre the Giant's ass because he was a Olympic level martial artist.
Martial artist too. Yeah, he was martial artist too.
He competed in the Olympics.
Jack would have stabbed his ass.
Right.
Yeah, it's a sad. Kamala had a sad story after his wrestling days was over with, man. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, the WWE don't take care of their Hall of Famers like they really should and stuff.
No, they don't take care of their black wrestlers like they're really supposed to.
Yeah, definitely. They definitely don't, because you got a lot of black wrestlers that could have been world champion right about now. Shelton Benjamin could have been a world champion. Bobby Lashley could have been a world champion. They got niggas like the New Day out there doing all that gay shit, though. But they got their certain type of niggas and stuff that they choose.
I'm gonna show y'all something. I want to show y'all something. Hold on. No, that's not. That damn it. Oh, let's see. No, go ahead and see what y'all talking about.
I was just gonna say they don't treat the New Days like they treat the New Days like they dancing clowns on the wrestling show. Like, don't y'all understand they treating y'all like clowns, man? Don't y'all want to be serious wrestlers? They don't got no
unions and stuff. They don't got no unions like the day demands and stuff. Vince McMahon been running the shit for so long that they gotta go by his terms and conditions and stuff. But them wrestlers gotta pay for everything. They don't get health insurance or nothing. Like, if they had a union, I think it'd be better for them. So you can only name a certain amount of black WWE champions, like a true black like origin. And no, The Rock is not fully black. He's Samoan. And you got to question some of his stuff that he did to get to the top. Like, I think one of the best, probably the best black world champions I ever seen in WWE was probably like, I'd say like Booker T or something, because he came from that WCW era too, and he had to work hard to get to where he was at too. You could say Mark Henry too though, but it took him years and years to get that world heavyweight title and stuff. So only a certain amount of wrestlers you can say.
All right, y'all. Hey,
look at this. Oh, go ahead, LB. Go ahead.
Look at this picture, and who does not belong on this picture right here?
Kamala Harris.
Yeah, Scorpion. Nah, that's a reptile, because he changed colors all the damn time. You don't be knowing what she be. You don't know if she red or blue, orange, Democrat, Republican, Asian, Chinese.
Stop black.
Filipino.
She ain't black.
Yeah, she's Indian. You know they try to make everybody black now. If you're Puerto Rican, you're black. They think J-Lo black.
You know what, too, Wild man? They're gonna pump her up for the next 4 years, and when she runs in 2024, they're gonna try to get her to be president of the United States of America now.
And she's not gonna win. She's not gonna win, man.
They're gonna try. I'm telling you, it's gonna be some black people out there gonna take. Come on, let's make her president of the United States of America, the first black woman.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, Lee. If Hillary Clinton couldn't win, I don't see her winning.
She'll carry less votes than Hillary.
Yeah, she ain't gonna win, and I wouldn't be surprised.
And look at this, y'all.
Oh, go ahead.
Real quick, too, Raw. Look at if you notice the photos, right? Everybody's dark skinned but her.
Yep. Shirley
It's
Chisholm.
like a dried up Milky. Her color look like a dried up Milky Way or something. Like it just dull.
It looked like bacon that ain't fully cooked.
And
Mr.
no
Planter's
people
skin ass.
colorism.
Mr. Planter's skin ass bitch.
Yeah, that shit does look like a Planters peanut in the texture of a peanut.
Jesus.
Shirley Chisholm, Dr. King, what is it? Claudette Colvin? What's her name?
Yeah.
Claudette. Okay. And this imposter.
This fraud. Now, guess what? Now, get a load of what she said. Anyone who claims to be a leader must speak like a leader. That can't be any more false. That means speaking with integrity and truth. That bullshit ass statement right there can't be any more false. Anybody can speak like a leader all day, but if you don't have the leader, if you don't have the qualities of a leader, if you don't have the act like a leader, if you don't have the integrity of a leader, she don't have these qualities. Integrity and truth, man. When look, Kamala Harris and integrity and truth should be like a goddamn what they call what's that? That should be like an allergy. When she say integrity and truth, her fucking tongue should start breaking out and shit.
She should be like Preacher Paulie when he was in the church when took over and started burning and shit. On Vampire Booklet. Ooh, shit!
Oh yeah, he's going to church.
Yeah,
hands gonna start every time she tell a lie. Her hands gonna turn blacker and blacker like Mitch McConnell.
Right. Her hands turn blacker. Smoke come from her hair. Woo! Ooh, shit.
Too Raw, you remember that movie on Watermelon Man?
Oh yeah, I've seen that before with Godfrey Cambridge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Every time she tell lies, she start getting darker and darker. Like
yeah, I like that movie.
Yeah, man. Goddamn agent.
Yeah, it's funny how
speaking of agents, they just said one of the damn Proud Boys was a secret government agent. I said, damn, they was on that Takashi 69. They was on that Takashi 69 shit.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I said, look at these little Spanish dudes that working for the government going undercover.
Yep. Proud Boys was a fucking snitch.
I tell you everything. It was Treyway. I ain't do nothing. I ain't had to stick me up. Well, I wish I could have been in that courtroom when he was out there snitching, just pointing at him.
It won't be Jasper.
He was a snitch.
They could have had that. They could have had that little court trial thing going on pay-per-view. Folks would have paid big money to see that.
Hey man, you know what? Hey, speaking of which, you know what I really like though? I like Court TV, man. I don't know if y'all got Court TV where y'all live at, but you can watch Court TV online, man. Hey man, there be some juicy shit on Court TV, bro.
What about ALB? What about divorce TV? When they getting divorced?
Oh, divorce TV? There's a divorce TV?
Yeah.
All I know is divorce court.
It was a TV show. It was a TV show. There was a TV. It was a TV. No, it was like a TV show where judge with these two people getting divorced, and you had that female judge.
That's divorce
court. Yeah, that's divorce court.
Divorce court and the people's court been out since I was a kid.
Yeah. Judge Judy been roasting motherfuckers ever since I was a baby. So, you know.
When I started going through puberty and I knew what semen looked like, that's when Judge Judy came on the scene.
Hey, you remember seeing Gary Coleman on there? He getting divorced from the white woman.
Who?
Gary Coleman.
You talking about Gary Coleman? Gary Coleman that dead?
Yeah, before he passed away, he was on that TV show with his.
Oh my God, have mercy! Please no.
Hey,
I don't know if it was a white woman. They getting divorced. He wanted.
Well, they pull out the old line. What you talk about, Willis?
What you talking about, Willis?
You know, I really suspect that she killed him too.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like supposedly
you never know, man.
Fell. I think what was it? I heard two different conflicting stories. One of them, he fell down steps. One of them, he was in a chair and he fell out of the chair. Or
what the fuck?
I don't know. I don't know, man. What made me suspicious was when she took the selfie and of her in the hospital bed next to him while he's basically dying, and she sent it to the tabloids for money.
Damn.
Oh, I didn't see. Man, that's crazy.
Like he had bruises on his face, and it seemed like he was close to death before. Even if they tried to save him, he would have still probably be like almost brain dead, something like that.
Most likely, he would have been like a vegetable.
In a coma or something. There's no way to go up. Crazy, man.
But she used to whoop his ass, though. Now, that's what you're talking about, reverse domestic violence. She used to whoop his ass.
And who was this?
Gary Coleman.
His wife? Where's his wife?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, his wife was a white woman. And I think he lived in Utah or some shit.
Utah?
Yeah,
She was mad because she wanted to have kids with Gary Coleman. Gary Coleman said, "No, I don't want to have no damn kids with you." What was he expecting? Like getting child support, divorce him, getting some child support? He barely even had money himself.
What the fuck is up with her teeth?
I haven't seen a picture of her in a long time.
Holy shit.
I ain't never seen it, so I can't judge the bitch. So I don't know.
I remember her not being all that good looking. And I'm thinking like,
hey, too raw, you ain't lying. This girl is 100 levels of ugly, boy. I tell you, boy.
Yeah. She ain't that good looking.
I don't know what's up with some of these celebrities. They can have any woman in the world, and they be getting these ugly ass, meth-headed white bitches. I be like, y'all can't get no, like, if y'all gonna be with a white woman, y'all can't get no fine white woman. Y'all be with these crackhead bitches and shit.
Yeah, be with these fucking busted ass chicks, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, look. If you want to go white, God bless you. All right. But she gotta at least look good. She can't be looking like no goddamn flying albatross. What up, Lord Ninja?
What's up, LB? Salute to the panel. How y'all doing?
Good. We talk about racism and Gary Coleman. We talked about too. Oh yeah, we talked about Muttley. I mean, we talked about what that fuck KRS One baby sister. Yeah, Toronto.
Oh, okay. Hey man, I looked at your title, man. I just looked it up on YouTube. Man, I haven't even heard about this on CNN. About this police chief.
You not gonna hear about on CNN, Lord Ninja?
Huh?
You're not gonna hear about it on CNN. It's by design.
Man, look, here's the first one, because they had an Asian dude, I think last year, this black guy, this young black man went into I think he lived there, and this Asian dude asked him like what was he supposed to be doing there, and he did like the same shit. And I'm looking at that video right now, because I was looking like at this news station on YouTube. Man, it's the same shit. Like they coming, all these people is coming out the closet, disrespecting black folks, just saying all type of shit. It's like everything that like this past December, last year, it's like they coming out the closet now. They showing you how to really feel.
Crackhead here,
Really feel.
Yo, I need to ask y'all something. When you think Courtside Kern gonna be on Fox News doing that live interview?
In the next 24, 48 hours.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. She's on Laura Ingraham, saying that Desperate Housewives reject and goddamn by Friday.
TMZ gonna have to get some of that,
So one thing about Laura Ingraham, right? Now, by default, I always call her the Desperate Housewives reject. But you know what? She could play a role in Get Out. The same lady that, staring at you while stirring coffee and shit.
Yeah.
He probably, he gonna probably end up talking about that tonight, LB, when a TV show come on. What?
Oh yeah, she will talk about the night. She will talk about the night because she ain't got nothing else to talk about. She can't talk about Trump. That motherfucker banned from every social media outlet, and he home right now. He ain't the president no more. She can't talk about him, right? She can, she can make up some bullshit conspiracy deal about sloppy Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, but they ain't gonna get no traction and whatnot. But
they're gonna come at it from. They probably gonna come at it from some angle like, or she gonna come at it from some angle like, the fans are the ones who put money in these players' pockets. Okay,
Yep.
The fans are paying your salary. The fans have a right to express their opinions in the game. Okay, you're there to perform. LeBron James,
you should shut up.
your ears getting too big. I hate them. I know how they gonna come at it.
They be trying to switch the playing field. That could have been me. I would have. It would have been like, it would have been like one of them female wrestlers in the Royal Rumble. I would have just started arcing on that bitch. And it was Stone Cold Stunner, been doing some of everything. Like, when you talk like that and you don't expect the man to react, like what that make you? Like for every action there is a reaction. So like if you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back if I ain't doing nothing. Like I can see if I was doing something, but like some of these women gotta realize that if you messing with a man that ain't doing nothing to you, you just keep hitting him. Like he's gonna go over the edge and stuff, and for her to say some shit like that to that brother while he trying to play basketball, talking about I'll fuck you up, like what that mean? You don't expect him not to say nothing?
Hold up, is her Sugar Daddy really the lead spokesman for Viagra?
Who? Oh, you
Sugar
talking about Karen? Yeah, that motherfucker is the lead spokesperson for Viagra.
Oh God.
I ain't never knew they had a spokesperson.
So I know LBZ earlier today talk about over unders and all that. You know what I'm saying? I got a question for y'all on the panel. What's the over under? How many dicks she been on? I give it over under a 10.
Oh, the courtside Karen?
Yeah.
I think he did
give
more
about
than that.
45, 40, somewhere in that range. And I'm being dead serious.
He do understand he gonna use him and divorce him and take all his money, right? He does understand it, right?
Yeah, because you can look and tell she got a hole all over her.
Yeah. Fake hair, fake eyelashes, fake goddamn toner, fake heels to make herself look taller, fake personality,
fake titties, fake pussy, everything,
fake booty.
I don't believe she's 25 years old. She gotta be older than that.
Just a walking Barbie doll. So get this, right? So, since we talk about police brutality, right, and we're gonna talk about Derek Chauvin. So a New York Times article came out earlier today. First-hand accounts accuse Derek Chauvin, the police officer who pressed his knee into George Floyd's neck in Minneapolis, of using similar tactics on detainees over the years. So, nearly 3 years before Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin knelt on George Floyd's neck as he cried out that he couldn't breathe last May, Zoya Code found herself in a similar position, handcuffed face down on the ground with Chauvin's knee on her. The officer had answered a call of a domestic dispute at her home, and Ms. Code said he would put her down when she tried to pull away. He just stayed on her neck, ignoring her desperate pleas to get off. Frustrated and upset, she challenged him to press harder than he did just to shut her up. Ms. Cole's case was one of 6 arrests as far back in 2015 that the Minnesota Attorney General's office sought to introduce, arguing that they showed how Mr. Chauvin was using excessive force when he restrained people by their necks or by kneeling on top of them, just as he didn't arrest Mr. Floyd. Police records show that Chauvin was never formally reprimanded for any of these incidents, even though there are at least 2 of these arrested say they have filed formal complaints. Of the 6 people arrested, 2 were black, 1 was Latino, and 1 was Native American. The race of the other 2 was not included in the arrest reports that reporters examined. I wonder why. Discussing the
I'm sorry, guys. I gotta go watch this game, man. It's hard for me to pay attention, right? It's hard for me to do this and watch the game at the same time right now.
Okay, you talking about the Nets game and the Clippers?
Yeah, that's on right now.
Yeah, I'm looking at it too.
All right, that's great. Let's get back on this. We got more serious topics to talk about. We're talking about something more serious than basketball.
Yeah. Hey, I was gonna say, LB, like
watch the game, go offline, man. We're trying to stay focused here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was saying that, man. Look, these people is wilding out here. With that George Floyd shit, man. Look, that dude, one of them cops. You know, when that shit happened, George, this black guy, this light skinned brother, who was on George Floyd, that dude went out in public, went to the store, like, you know, I guess like a few days later. And this white woman that asked him was like, why in the world are you grocery shopping and you just killed a black man like it was nothing? You know what I'm saying? Like, these people is wilding out here. And then I heard about another shit about they had a 9-year-old. I don't know if it was a girl or boy, I can't remember, but a 9-year-old got pepper sprayed.
I heard about that. That happened.
That's some crazy shit. These people wilding out here.
I heard about that. That happened in New York. Now that one actually mainstream media.
Like I said before, they need to do a cycle val on all these cops.
No, what they really need to do is they need to scrub these guys' record, right? And that's why I talk about independent review. It's kind of hard to do that when you got 2 people that are bought and paid for by police unions sitting in the president and vice president's seats.
Yeah.
So any kind of legislation that get passed about, you know, police reform, they're the 2 worst people to talk anything about police reform. A woman who's made it her career to lock up black men. That bullshit Truancy Act that she got all kinds of people in trouble for, and then she laughed about it like a fucking chessy cat or hyena. That's a more appropriate term for her, a hyena.
Ain't you trying to?
We locking up all these black folks.
Ain't he trying to like cover that up now?
No, that was so the story you're talking about came out last week, and I saw this on Torian Rain's page. I saw this on his channel when you had the Washington Post try to cover up a story where Kamala Harris and her sister Maya Harris was in Miami, and they were having a conversation, and basically she was trying to make her presidential campaign to be out like it's prison. She tried to throw a little bad joke in there about a prisoner asking for water.
And they removed that, right? The Washington Post.
Yeah, they removed that part. And it wasn't until the person who originally wrote the piece caught that, and they outed the Washington Post for doing that.
And let me guess, the Washington Post fired him.
No. What did instead? What did he already left the Washington Post from what I read. So what they ended up doing was they ended up putting both articles on the site. Because prior to that, if you had clicked on that link, it redirected you to a revised story of that incident. And the revised part of that story basically had her comparing her to John F. Kennedy and Robert F. Kennedy. I'm like, y'all got some motherfucking nerve, man.
You know some guys. There's somebody out there who really knows everything about Kamala Harris and in the dirty things she done under the table. And if somebody come out against her, she gonna probably try to take them out.
Man, we already know. Man, look, downtown Willie Brown already give us the goods about her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, obviously, ain't none of us got the pussy out of it, but but he already give us the dirt on her, man. Like when that motherfucker came out, I was like, yeah, we dated, so what? All nonchalant about the shit. All cavalier about, getting a piece of little pootie tang. Get a little piece of that pootie tang pie in there, boy.
It's Joe Biden's bitch now until he broke over.
Who was the governor? Who was the governor at the time when she was appointed Attorney General?
Gavin Newsom.
Okay. I wonder if something happened between them two.
Hey,
I wouldn't be
outside the realm of possibility, bro.
I seen one picture of Mitch McConnell's wife all up on George Bush, so you never know. George Bush probably him Mitch McConnell's wife way before, they probably got together or something, but they probably were still married when George Bush was probably flying in it, so you never know.
Well, her family, from what I read, her family is wealthy, and they've donated millions to the GOP.
No, hey, I was wrong too, Raw. It was not Gavin Newsom. So Gavin Newsom was the attorney. He was the lieutenant governor of California then.
It was Jerry Brown. Was Jerry Brown the governor then?
Hold on. That name sounded about right.
It might have been Jerry Brown.
Yep, it was Jerry Brown. So we go from downtown Willie Brown to uptown Jerry Brown.
Yeah, I wouldn't put it past Jerry.
I bet they all
I would not put it past Jerry.
Some guys. I think they all sleeping together in the government.
It's gonna be like that Kanye West picture with all them damn celebrities in the damn bed.
I remember. Did y'all remember this? I'm trying to get I'm trying to get the story remember correctly. I can't remember who it was, but I thought I remember reading back when Bill Clinton was president. Hillary Clinton supposedly had a one night stand with Sharon Stone.
I never heard of that.
Never even heard of that.
It surprised me Bill ain't hear that. Bill out here trying to get little girls and stuff, allegedly. Be on planes going to Secret Island.
And I also remember hearing that Bill Clinton and Barbara Streisand slept with each other.
Man, Bill Clinton, man, that motherfucker sleep with anybody, boy.
Bill Clinton a freak, man. Bill Clinton a fuck anything.
To me, Bill Clinton was the first pimp in the White House.
The first pimp? I don't know.
That motherfucker still getting his dick wet.
Well, yeah. Yeah, Terrell. I forgot about Thomas Jefferson.
I was getting ready to say that. I was getting ready to say, yeah. I don't know. I think Thomas Jefferson got a beat.
Thomas Jefferson definitely got his ass beat because he was out here fucking all the female slaves and shit. Don't like black people that you like that nigga pussy though. I feel like y'all be saying so much shit about black people, but you love our women though.
No. Eric was saying when Thomas Jefferson's wife passed away, she said, "Would you please not get married to nobody else?" so he promised her that, and he just went around sleeping with every woman he could.
Yeah,
man, that nigga was probably doing nothing but dropping lows all over Monticello.
I wonder, I was wondering back in like the slave days or whatever like that, back in the 1800s, they were saying dick and pussy back then. Like, when did that word ever first came to the English language?
I looked that up one time. I think I looked that up, and I don't think that really started as a slang until the 20th century, if I'm not mistaken. If anything, pussy might have became a slang before dick, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I think them two slang terms started in the black community, and then over time it evolved. Now you got all kinds of people saying it now. But you know what? There's like penis. Like, there's so many fucking names. If you're white, you say cock.
Really, that didn't come slang to NWA came out with their one song.
I remember looking at a campaign slogan from 1960, right, when Nixon was running against Kennedy, and the fucking sign says, "Nobody can lick our dick."
I mean, he's a dick though, but yeah, I ain't know he was gonna say this. I ain't know he was gonna be like that.
Nobody can lick our dick. Go get him, Dick Nixon.
Wow.
Hey, 2 days ago I saw that little video of Marilyn Monroe saying happy birthday to President Kennedy. I saw the look on Jackie his wife's face. She about ready to whoop her ass because she knew Kennedy was sleeping with her.
Marilyn Monroe was Marilyn Monroe sneaking into the Oval Office to get that. Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Yeah, that nigga John Kennedy was
about ready to get up on stage and whoop her ass.
Man, she wasn't gonna do nothing. Her agent was talking.
Yeah, well, Jackie, you don't need to get mad now. Well, she was just wishing me happy birthday. I don't know that woman. Stop lying to me. I know you fucked her. I did not fuck you.
You can join if you want to, my dear. We can both have fun. You know how these motherfuckers be swingers and shit. They be doing that cooking shit.
I was wondering, Jackie, if we could have a wholesome threesome.
Hey, too raw. That may happen too. Too raw. Don't be.
I can hear Obama saying some crazy shit like that. Like, I don't see it. You see some strange pictures of Obama. You be looking at this nigga like, damn, you getting down like that? No, how is he married? I seen one picture of this nigga Obama. He had some little Chinese girl, some little Asian girl in his lap. And he was all up on her, kissing her, just whispering in her ear like it was an R. Kelly music video or something. I was like, this nigga's suspect.
I don't know, man. I have no idea. Some of you dudes is animals, man.
The one guy who knew all about the how suspect the guys was killed in prison. Remember?
Oh,
allegedly he killed himself.
Allegedly.
Had all those little white bitches on his team and stuff. Then he could take the heat no more.
Come on, guys.
He was about to snitch on him.
Good thing he did not. They say he committed suicide, but come on now, we all know what really happened.
Yeah, he had to get down and lay down. So you know how that is.
Get down, lay down, bitch. That's what they did.
I won't talk, I swear. We're gonna make sure of it. No.
I promise I'm not gonna say anything. You're right. You're not gonna say nothing.
Think about it. Remember what happened around that time, though? It was after they can come out against Donald Trump, and that whole thing on Netflix came out about Jeffrey Epstein. Next thing you know, they said he committed suicide in prison.
That motherfucker didn't commit no goddamn suicide. We all know what happened. That motherfucker got off. He know too much.
That's what I'm saying, LB.
That motherfucker knew too much. Hey, we can't. All them power players got together to look, man. We can't have this, man. This motherfucker know all our shit.
Yeah, they got together like the League of the Legion of Doom.
Right. Look, guys, I understand we got to play like WWE, like we hate each other, but we got a common enemy in Epstein. He knows too much. I agree. He knows I like to get my ass ate by Asian transsexual prostitutes. I can't have that happen. No, can't let that be hit the paper. I'm Barack Obama, and
hey, when he said that, there was a dead silence in the room. I'm like, okay.
Donald Trump was like, okay, we gotta get rid of this motherfucker. He knows too much. He might kill my wife.
Hey, too raw. Hey, Eric. Hey, when he said that there was a dead silence, you see people just start looking at each other. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You talking about
this is normal shit.
Yeah, Bill Clinton do some crazy shit. I mean, he might be looking at you like, I don't know why I'm still with your motherfucking ass.
It's funny to me. He passed away, and his the woman who working for him passed away too.
Who?
Both of them.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Bill Clinton?
No, the one worked with Jeffrey Epstein. She was taken out too.
Oh, Ghislaine Maxwell? She going too?
Yeah.
When?
Was that the lady that was recruiting the little young white girls and stuff to be in the stable?
Yeah, he was like that was his number one girl. She got all.
So Ghislaine Maxwell is going too, huh?
Yeah.
Is she dead or did she just disappear?
No, she dead.
When did she die?
Yeah, when did she die? Y'all want to know that? What the hell going on?
My understanding was they said she was murdered.
They must have sent a special agent after her on some James Bond type shit. They must have hit her with the golden gun to make sure you dead, bitch. We're gonna hit you with this golden bullet.
She was.
Hold on, I'm looking at this shit right now. She's not dead.
I thought she was dead because he was the one getting the girl to the private island.
So a New York Post article comes out like 5 hours ago, and we get to read it together, class. Ain't nobody died, Stephanie, outside of Screech yesterday. Rest in peace to Screech. So,
yeah, man. Rest in peace to my boy Screech, man.
Ghislaine Maxwell, who's been whining for months about conditions at the Brooklyn federal lockup where she's being held on sex trafficking charges, griped in a new court filing that the computer setup that she's been given is utterly inadequate. Why? Because you can't go on YouTube? Too fucking bad. That's too bad. Calling the fallen social arrangement a colossal waste of time, a lawyer for Jeffrey Epstein's alleged cohort claims that the jail's computer system randomly shuts down every 2 hours, amongst other things. Inmates generally have access to email, but not the internet at the prison. The frustrating electronic situation forces Mrs. Maxwell to reboot the computer and find her place in the documents to resume her review. Okay, whatever.
LB,
Yeah, she look like a gremlin.
how many years does he got in prison right now?
Well, she
Because
ain't went to trial yet. That's the thing.
he knows a lot, you know.
Yeah, I know she know a lot.
Are they gonna pay her to shut her mouth? Are they just gonna try to take her out?
Donald Trump be like, I just wish her well.
Donald Trump don't give a fuck. Donald Trump just want to let him make real. He don't give a fuck about what's going on. I got no problems. I just want to stay at home and eat these McDoubles.
Maxwell, 59 years old, had been working off a laptop hand-delivered by federal authorities in November after she complained of technical issues with the jail computers. Man, look, this woman doing way too goddamn much.
I think what might have got Epstein ass in trouble is he knew maybe way too much regarding one or two people, or he stupidly said something that was threatening to somebody in power.
Mm-hmm.
You know, maybe in a conversation, you know, either through a third party or whatever. I don't know. Maybe that's what it was.
I think they didn't want to take no chances on him, so you know he had to get up out of here. The world is better without motherfuckers like that, but you still got sick bastards out here doing shit like that.
Hey, y'all remember the Hey Lou, are you thinking about the DC madam when you said that they took her out?
Hey, I got a story for you about that too, Raw. Because when I was in uniform, there was a supply officer, right?
Right.
So she was a supply officer by day at the officers boot camp in Annapolis. So there's the place in Annapolis where all the Navy officers go out for boot camp and shit. So she was there by day, call girl by night. You know what I'm saying? She was getting, topped off and slobbed up, and she was getting it in, right? So the DC madam didn't want to go to jail, so she ended up hanging herself.
Well, that's what they say.
That's what they say. Now, what really happened, I don't know.
I do remember this. I remember when she supposedly committed suicide. She went on Howard Stern not too long before she died, and she said she was coming out with a book. She was going to name names or name some names, and she said, I'm not depressed. I'm not suicidal. I don't plan on killing myself. So if you heard anything to that regards, basically she was like, something else happened. I do remember that. And then she wound up fucking supposedly killing herself.
Boy. Hey, y'all remember that scene from The Godfather when he took out everybody? It's going to end up being like that soon. What?
You talking like at the end of The Godfather?
Yeah, when you took out all the enemies.
All the monkey bodies and shit.
And Unique Dog, I just caught your comment. You funny as hell. You know that? Bill, Richard, Dick Clinton.
I know right now.
Funny as hell.
Like I know right now that a woman's in prison right now waiting for a trial, but I don't think she's gonna make it to a trial.
Man, but see, this is the thing, Lou. Look, we all knew how Jeffrey Epstein died and shit like that. If this woman end up dying, man, look, it could be, man, look, there are already a lot of eyes on her already. You know what I'm saying? If this woman dies at the hands of in police custody, man, you already know what the fuck's up. You already know something's up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think nothing gonna happen to her because look, motherfuckers is watching this shit with an eagle eye after what happened to Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah,
I want to see how many years she gets.
Man, she need to be in jail for life.
I wanted to fall out in court like Suge Knight at his bail here.
Remember, Epstein wasn't just setting people up through sex trafficking with women. They were involved in pedophilia. These are degenerate, low scum of the earth perverts. They were wealthy, but they're still scum of the earth. That's why people, there's resistance for them to, air out their dirty laundry.
Yep.
Seems like they get rid of you if you know a little too much.
I just can't help but think of. Go ahead, Eric.
I was saying, they ain't trying to take those chances when it comes to like shit like that. They're in the brotherhood. Like once you try to break away from it, they gotta get rid of you and shit.
I just can't help but think of how this shit came to pass with him, right? Just as we're entering this age of enlightenment when it comes to that. Plus, both of the two candidates from 2016 had links to him. Her husband, maybe possibly even her, because she's a lesbian.
Don't forget the
bisexual.
lawyer.
Huh?
Don't forget the lawyer, Alan Dershowitz.
Oh yeah, Dershowitz. And Trump knew him. There was, pictures of them together.
Pictures of them together at Jeffrey Epstein's place.
Yeah.
They had the big all on their arms and everything. Trump was looking like a little skinny ass crackhead with that big ass head. Now he's just a little bloated up Oompa Loompa.
Hey, that's why. Hey, why you think I kept saying about Trump sniffing cocaine off of women's ass cracks and shit?
I think that cocaine was the only thing keeping Trump skinny back then.
Yeah, right.
Now he done traded in for Big Macs.
Been eating too many of them Big Macs and McDoubles. He was salivating when the McRib came back.
The McRib.
I bet they had to pay his the first. I bet they had to pay her a boatload of money just to get her to get married to Trump.
Oh, Melania?
Yeah.
She ain't even fine. I wouldn't be. Yeah. No telling how they met. No telling what they had to go through to get kids and stuff. Especially with his fat, flabby self. I don't even want to imagine that.
I thought the best looking woman that he was married to, in my opinion, was Marla Maples.
Yeah.
Out of all his wives. That's the only one I looked at.
Melania, you know what I'm saying? Because look, I'm at she only like 50, and I'm about 10 years younger than her and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I give her beat deek. You know what I'm saying?
I fuck her.
Yeah,
but
I don't believe that kid they had that.
No, definitely not. You know what I'm saying? That's like one time. Look. Get my nut, and after I get my nut, you gotta get the fuck out, guys. Just like one of my close friends. No, I can put his business out there. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. I had to. Yeah, that's what that one. Yeah, Melania, you already know she about to leave his ass. So it's only a matter of time. You know what I'm saying? She's only biding her time. And shit like that, and then eventually she would be dropping them divorce papers like a hot potato.
Yeah, when no bad boy cop knock on his door, she like it. I'm on divorce.
Really though, what I really think gonna happen though, this is what I really think gonna happen. She can wait till he died, and then she can get all his fucking assets. Well, what's left of his assets?
My understanding, when he died,
go ahead.
My understanding is when he dies, his the kid they had together supposed to be getting all the money.
Oh, Baron?
Yeah.
The only problem with that shit though is he's playing a little bit of a risky game with that. If that's her strategy, because both his parents lived to be in their 90s.
Yeah.
Something like that. I know the father was 93. The mother was 89 or something like that, 90. I don't know. Bastard might live to be fucking 100. Eating all that shit, still live to be 100.
Yeah, they need to do a DNA test on that kid they got, because that's not his.
Man, I think that's Donald Trump Jr. kid, man.
Because it's amazed me how he got black hair. He don't got blonde hair, but he had nothing but black hair.
No telling who to pack it.
So when is he supposed to get in peace? Like, are they gonna still do that?
February 9th. So people's supposed to start next week.
LB, do they still think they got enough votes, or they're gonna be short?
I believe they're gonna be short. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna get the 67 necessary, man. You know what I'm saying?
Unbelievable.
You know his boy, Mitch McConnell, ain't gonna vote against him.
Well, that leaves the door open for them to run again. Unfucking believable, man.
I'm not surprised by anything that's going on in America. Anybody could be president right about now. You hear motherfuckers like Kanye West talking about running for president, fucking Kim Kardashian trying to run for president. Hell, a dead squirrel can run for president right about now and be president. Like, I'm not surprised at anything these motherfuckers doing in America right about now.
Speaking of Kanye West, they supposed to be getting divorced, but I don't believe it's gonna happen because he wants to be first lady.
Who?
Kim Kardashian.
Man, look, she ain't gonna be nowhere near no goddamn first lady. First lady of what? She can't be the first lady. Ray J already fucked her.
I know that, but she believes Kanye West gonna run for president, and they said
okay, I know, but look, tell Kim Kardashian to get off the coke, all right? That motherfucker ain't going nowhere near the White House, right? Well, he already been to the White House, but you get where I'm getting at. You really think Kanye West could become president? Man, look. That means if Kanye West become president, that means I have a better chance of becoming pregnant. All right, and this will be a long drawn out process before I become pregnant.
Lord have mercy, man.
If Kanye West become president of the United States, hell, fucking Birdman could be in charge of the Department of Treasury and run it right.
First of all, isn't she a liberal for the most part? Kim Kardashian. I mean, would you kind of categorize her as a liberal from her stances on issues? Like,
Man, I don't know, bro. I have no idea. You know what I'm saying?
The only thing I know about Kim Kardashian and her sister, they love to ruin black men's lives.
Well, yeah, they do that. But the reason why I bring that up is because she seems really sympathetic toward black men, right? Like, okay.
She just want that black dick. She ain't sympathetic.
You know what I'm trying to say? Like, okay, what I'm trying to say is, remember she was trying to get that the conviction, not conviction, the execution overturned of that Texas inmate.
I think she was I don't know.
It Texas? The reason why I'm saying this is Kanye's supposed to be Republican or whatever. But she's not in the. She doesn't seem to have the same ideology as her own husband. So how the fuck is that even going to work? Even if you were just to consider it, it's stupid. It's dumb. Like.
Yeah, I don't like no goddamn Kim Kardashian. And this is my thing about conservatives and liberals, right? First of all, I can't understand anything. I can't understand what that whole term means, considering that, hey, I know for me, there's some things I'm conservative about, there's other things I'm liberal about. So, for example, when it comes to pussy, right? When we talking about it at work, you got to be conservative about it because you might get fired. But when you're fucking it, then you can be liberal about it. Yeah, girl, come here. Put that pussy back. Let me see that shit squirt. All that, right?
You like take that.
Yeah, you like that.
Or you sound like or you can say putty towel to the putty tang. What?
See, another example, right? Because I'm a foodie and I'm having an upcoming food channel, right? We got a burger and we got a brisket. Well, if I got a burger, I'm going to be conservative about my seasoning. But if I got a brisket, I'm going to be liberal about my seasoning.
But the way shit is now, people think you gotta be one or the other. Like you can't have some liberal views or some conservative views. You just gotta be one or the other. Pick a side.
Hey, LB, you should have Myron Jones on your cooking show, and he can probably make your goat burger for you.
I don't want no goddamn goat burger.
Man, we be coming up with these damn animals, man. You said a goat burger. Yeah.
And I don't want them dry ass chicken that nigga be cooking either, man. That shit look like a huge ass big chicken nugget. 4 of them sitting right there. Just soaked in goddamn
that type of shit that get stuck in your throat.
Hell yeah, the shit that clog your arteries.
Sure, I made me some fried chicken the other day.
Shit, I make me some fried chicken tonight.
General Fried Chicken. It's
that motherfucker is in the drive right now. Yeah, Myron Jones, you LeBron James dick lick. If you listen to this video, because I know you're gonna comment eventually, right? Because you can't resist. I could.
Why y'all hating on LeBron, man? Y'all hating on LeBron, man.
Man, y'all be running all these bums.
Yeah, keep on these bums, man. LeBron, man, want to do his thing, man. Y'all hating on him, man.
Hey, I wish you was on this stream a couple days ago when I was getting at this one dude talking about goddamn Lonzo and shit.
Oh my God!
What was you saying?
You said Lonzo. This motherfucker was making Lonzo out to be one of the best players in the NBA.
Hey, he was talking like Lonzo Ball had like 7 championships.
He had a game where he had 7 3-pointers. He said, "Oh, Lonzo's the greatest of all time now."
Lord, what is up with people and making threes?
Hey, Too Raw, I'm gonna play the clip for you, Too Raw. I'm gonna play the clip for you. Man, that thing was crazy, man. No, that's not it. That's not it. I'll play the clip for you.
LeBron, yeah, you're the dude you worship, right? Your face bastard, right? Yeah, bring your ass in here. How you was talk all that shit about LeBron, but yeah, your boy went up there and sucked up the joint last night.
Man. Hey, but let's talk about LeBron.
Nah, I talk about Lonzo, nigga.
Let's talk about Lonzo, nigga. Hey,
talk about him, nigga. Hurry up.
Man, last night was Stan's fault, man. It's not logical, bro. That's why we lost, man. Stan went back to having Ingram on the offense, went back to have Bledsoe run everything. This nigga won't change it, so I'm just gonna accept the fact Lonzo might have bad stats with this team, bro. So, man, I don't care anymore, bro. Honestly. Yeah, Lonzo play like shit, bro. He only got 8 shots. Bro, come on, Stan gotta be a better coach, man. You can't have this nigga. As a small forward now, you had him playing small forward, bro. Like, bro, why can't he get to this nigga's head, bro? Hey, but let's talk about LeBron. 3 turnovers for 3.
Nah, nigga, talk about Lonzo. Welcome to the last coach you played for. Where do that last coach before that one? Matter of fact, what about coach before that one? What do you do? See, this nigga a bum, nigga. He go from bum team to team. Don't really matter, bro. What you need to do is stop playing rap. We'll be a rapper. Matter of fact, I got the first one right here. Me and you know that first one. It's called I'm a Bum. I'm a bum today. I'm a bum tomorrow. I'm a bum next week. I'm a bum 2 years from now. You're a fucking bum. That's all. Nigga, go platinum. That bum ass nigga out here. I'm talking about no fucking more. Let's talk about LeBron, man. Go ahead.
He gonna be a bum now. He gonna be a bum 2 years later. He gonna be a bum.
Hey, have y'all seen the movie?
What I understand is all of the LeBron stands, all of the Lonzo stands, they all say the same thing. It's the coaching. It's the coaching. He ain't been used right. Okay, man. All right. I'm hearing you the first year. Okay, this year 4, man. This year 4. Ain't nobody hearing that shit no more about the coaching no more, man. You're a fucking bum. Okay? Just accept the shit. He's a fucking bum.
Damn, true, Rob. Man, Jones got you saying the bum. He's the bum.
He is, man. Now, he is a bum. He's supposed to be a rebounding point guard, right? But he averaging 3.5 rebounds. Come on, man.
He's supposed to be a pass for his point guard, too, right?
And averaging like 5.5 assists.
Yeah, right.
I mean, what is he? What is he? Okay, if he was leading the NBA assists, I'd shut the fuck up. If he was averaging 10 rebounds, I'd shut the fuck up. But he's not scoring, so where else is he contributing that heavy? Well, he ain't. It's the coaching. Man, whatever, man. I've never seen a coach get in the way of a great player dominate. Never. I've never seen a fucking coach get in the way of a great player dominate. Never. Never. They used to call plays for James Worthy, and he was averaging 20 points a game.
I don't know who's more work with Lonzo Ball or
I'm a bum today. I'm a bum tomorrow. I'm a bum next week. Boy, that's
who's the biggest bum? Lonzo Ball, Green.
Lonzo's the bigger bum.
Yeah, unfortunately, because he does have 3 rings and a Defensive Player of the Year award. So
yeah,
he ain't no fucking Hall of Famer.
No, definitely not a Hall of Famer. Definitely not.
Rock, come on, they're gonna put him in there. You already know they're gonna
nowhere near Hall of Famer. Wait, let's put some more clips from this shit too, Raw. So there's some other things from this clip.
Why are you talking about LeBron, bro? LeBron got 3 turnovers. Talk about LeBron. 3 turnovers, bro. Nigga, won the game, nigga. Choke that shit, nigga. Won this game, just an open layup, yo. So you said they made bad. So you just admitted that the front office made bad decisions, right? So does that stand back to the front office made bad decisions? We're still a good team. We shouldn't be 7 and 11, bro. This is unacceptable. That's why they even make niggas like me to coach some shit. No, you cannot, man. I wouldn't even have you make Gatorade for that team. And then the point guard position of the coach, right? And us winning. I wouldn't even have you make Gatorade for that team. You head coach. Let's don't even touch the floor. Oh God, I put Kyra and Nikhil in. That don't even touch the floor. Look, listen. SVG playing league with the Pelicans. David Griffin ruined the Pelicans, man. The Pelicans are done because of the front office. Hey, Pelicans are out of drug. Get it, man? Hey, the point guard is an official of the coach. What are you talking about, man? Lonzo does what SVG tells him to do, bro. You know how Lonzo gonna go up to SBK and be like, yo, fuck this. Let me block.
So point guard that came out of St. Joseph's that played for Stan Van Gundy in Orlando. What's his name was?
I forgot. A little short black dude. What you talking about?
Yeah.
I forgot. Hey, come on, man. 2009, man. Why you talking about?
Nelson. That's his name. Jameer Nelson.
Yeah. Jameer Nelson, he got nothing on flow, bro.
So Jameer Nelson ran that same offense of Stan Van Gundy.
Man, look.
Did he just say that Lonzo Ball is better than Jameer Nelson?
Yeah, hold on, bro. It's coming.
What year this, bro? 2021, bro. And offense has to take.
So, hey, you a politician now? You answer questions now? You come in when I ask you a direct question, I get indirect answers. Is that what you do now? You a politician?
You said, bro.
You went to the Kamala Harris School of Politics, right?
Hey, come on, I'm far from that, bro. Far from that, bro. Look.
So answer the question. Is Jameer Nelson a scrub?
Yes.
And that's when I got mad.
Jameer Nelson was 5'11" and was more impactful than Lonzo is at his fucking big ass 6'6" or whatever the fuck he is. Jameer Nelson had a tremendous height disadvantage. I bet you could put up his numbers right now, and they're considerably better than Lonzo's.
Yep. Then he said Dwight Howard was a bum.
Hey, coach, I admit he's not the greatest coach.
What?
Okay.
Yep.
I'm
This
gonna
same
ask you
dude.
something. Is Lonzo Ball better than D'Angelo Russell? Yeah. Oh my. Man, Anthony Edwards better than D'Angelo. I never seen that about me. No goddamn move. Anthony Edwards, that nigga is walking.
Man, you ain't gonna worry about me saying nothing about you no more, man. I think you.
Who said that? His points, man. Cat gotta get out of there, man. The Timberwolves are. D'Angelo Russell, listen, D'Lo may be inconsistent, but D'Lo led the Brooklyn Nets to the playoffs back in 2019. Remember when Brooklyn was 8-18. People forget about that to start 2019. Okay, and he made the playoffs. D'Angelo Russell was an all-star. He could hit the three, raise his own shot, and he was an underrated passer. Man, that was just a team, bro. That Brooklyn team.
The closest thing Lonzo Ball got to an all-star was the all-star menu at fucking Hardee's.
Listen, look. Until SCP realizes what he has to help him when they get doing changes, so I'm just crazy as hell. Niggas came up here. Niggas like Stan only get just that shit. Can't have to go. Everybody has to play LeBron. LeBron was the coach of every team he's been on, except for Miami. That's man. Oh God, a lot of y'all niggas, bro. Y'all niggas ain't step on the court and did shit, bro. Let's talk.
I'm trying to find the clip where he talked about Dwight Howard.
Some meaningless stats, though, bro. I can't. Give him the crop. Give him the crop. Man, look.
Answer the question. Is Jameer Nelson a scrub?
That's the realization, bro.
And Lou Williams.
Yeah, nigga, I know Lou Williams. Lou Williams don't
Get the fuck out of here.
He don't play defense.
Lonzo do?
But Lonzo do play defense now? Come on, sometimes. Lonzo's one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. What you talking about?
Okay, you see that? You really believe that?
Oh God, nigga, that's on my life, bro.
On your life, you should be dead right now.
We're gonna tap Lonzo Ball. We're crazy as hell. Niggas came up here. I think you got it.
You died for his own brother, but you died for a fucking oatmeal face bastard.
He was talking about Lonzo, bro. LeBron went missing last night, bro. That nigga's crazy, man. LeBron went missing last night. I know we won the game. I ain't worried about it. Unless you talking about it matter, bro. Come on, man.
Pelicans got blown out last night. Pelicans got blown out last night.
And why? Why did they get blown out? It's not because of Stan. Stan is a problem, bro. That nigga ain't gonna have a job next year anyway. So don't.
fired, man. Get all the coaches fired, man.
Damn, stuff the Pelicans up, bro. We're not making the playoffs. Stan's offense doesn't work.
Lonzo coach killer, bro.
That's how it's up.
Lonzo coach.
Lonzo needs to coach that team, man. Fuck out of it. Lonzo needs to be a player coach. That shitty ass team out, man.
That nigga can't teach a chicken out of an egg, and yeah, you two. You want him to be a fucking coach?
You're way better team.
It's a team. Oh my fucking god, man! Look at this idiot motherfucker. It's like everybody should not have a voice on social media. When you got this guy. I'm saying that.
I speak nothing but that. I just
maybe in your alternative reality, you said and real reality. No, bro. This little brother play better than him.
Man, come on, man. Bledsoe was a minus 30 last night, bro. Come on, bro. Give Lonzo Ball the ball, we win. Leave out the That's the realization, bro. The Pelicans is dumb fuck.
Hey, you know why? Hey, now I had a policy for when motherfuckers like you come in, I would kick your ass up. I actually like you, Dave James. I like you. You know why? Because you and Byron Jones got similarity. Y'all ride by y'all players. Y'all ride. Byron, he ride for LeBron. He don't give a fuck who come at him. He ride for his boy. Just like you, Dave James, you ride for Lonzo. Obviously, LeBron James is a first ballot Hall of Famer. He don't gotta play another game. He going to the Hall of Fame. If Lonzo, if he stop playing, that nigga ain't going nowhere near the Hall of Fame. Matter of fact, his name be mentioned in the Hall of Fame discussion, it should be like an allergy. I'm gonna start breaking out lines and shit.
26 Lonzo. Look, listen. But I go off statistics and facts. What I'm saying is a fact. What I say is facts. I'm not saying bullshit. So you can't be like, yo, this nigga just a fanboy. I'm not a fanboy. I don't know stats.
So Lonzo go don't tell the whole story, man. Word don't tell the whole story.
Man, Bledsoe was a negative 30 last night, bro. Come on. What's going on?
I ain't did. Bledsoe was terrible, but Lonzo was not that much better. And here's the thing. Stan Van Gundy's not that bad of a coach. He did make
when he did that too, bro, I laughed my ass off.
What are you talking about? You went to finals 2009, right, OB? Yeah. Remember what? Can't be that bad if he took a team to the run, because I know 1009 took his team to the finals, and that was Kenny Stotts. Kenny Stotts ain't never took his team to the NBA finals.
Man, come on, the Magic ain't making the finals in the league, man. You niggas suck.
I didn't say that. All I said was I didn't say that. All I said was Stan Van Gundy took Dwight Howard, who you say is not a Hall of Famer, to the finals, which is ridiculous. So, and they
that motherfucker said Dwight Howard was not a Hall of Famer, yo. This same jackass said Dwight Howard was not a Hall of Famer, yo. That dude.
The reason why people ride Dwight Howard so much is because with his physical gifts, you remember when he was in his prime, he could have been a top 10 all-time center if he took the game basketball seriously, but he didn't. But just because of his physical ability, he's still going to be a lower tier Hall of Famer. But that's why he gets ride so much, because he should have been so much better than what he was. But he's still a Hall of Famer. Lonzo ain't sniffing Hall of Fame. Ain't no way, ain't about no coaching, the team, it ain't nothing about that shit. You can make the most you can put Lonzo in the most optimum system for him and the best coach. He's still gonna be fucking mediocre.
Yeah.
Why is it that let me ask you this. Why is it that Rondo went over to Sacramento and led the NBA in assists? They were not great.
No, definitely not great.
So what, he wasn't playing with a great team then.
Nope.
Norm Nixon, when he got traded from the Lakers, he went to the Clippers. He had an all-star year. And the Clippers weren't a great team. So, I mean, what is this thing about? Oh, my God, to get on my nerves, that shit, man. Oh, this is the coach. They use the right.
Yes, it's ridiculous, man. It just. But I'm not going to give up on I got a policy, no child left behind. You know what I'm saying? No
Sometimes
child.
it works though. Sometimes it works, man. So I've converted quite a few fanboys over the years. It brings a tear to my eye when it happens. It's like my little my Sam. They're like my Sams and shit. I tell you what, boy. Normally I block your ass from my channel, but I'm gonna give you a chance. If you screw around one more time with your comments, and you're out of here. I won't do I promise. I want to give you that chance. I can't tell my mama I got blocked for your channel.
That's why I tell the band, I'm like, look, man. Look, one more time say some dumb shit for your ass end up in the abyss. God damn, man. Fred VanVleet back with a vengeance, 46.
He had 46 points.
That's another dude. He said Lonzo Ball was better than. He said Lonzo Ball was better than Fred VanVleet. Yeah, that's why I had to tell that dude to get off the coke. But anyway, yeah, man. God dang, when Georgia police, man, hey, these motherfuckers, man, these guys is off the chain. And hey, I might have to go back and revisit these cases with Ahmaud Arbery. We got to provide some updates to Ahmaud Arbery, to Rashard Brooks. What's going on in that case?
Right.
So Clemson beat UNC 63-50. Okay. Because they got blown up by Duke last week. So we're going to revisit those cases and whatever like that. And that Kentucky Fried Coon made from 11 Herbs and Spices, man. I don't like that motherfucker, man. Anytime he bring his ass on TV, man, I'll be like that one dude, he got mad that J-Lo won, that one girl won Dancing with the Stars and took a shotgun to the TV.
I got a feeling he's gonna be on that ticket though, man. Somewhere on that ticket 4 years from now. I don't know if he's gonna be the nominee or VP. Maybe it'll be VP. He's gonna be on that ticket.
Yeah.
I really do. I really do believe he's gonna be possibly on that ticket. Or if he's not on the ticket, if they win, he might become the Attorney General.
Yeah.
Something. I see him being a thorn in our side, man.
Yep. He is going to continue to be a thorn in our backside. Yep, he definitely gonna be a thorn in our backside. I don't think he going away no time soon. I think as time goes on, we're gonna forget about motherfuckers gonna forget about Breonna Taylor and all that. And this dude is gonna continue to, be a thorn. He's gonna be a fucking rash in our booty.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised too, because like we speculating about his future. See, he might not even go that angle. Mitch could be grooming him to be his replacement in the Senate. I don't know. He could run for president. He could run for vice president. Like I say, he could be attorney general, or he could be groomed to replace Mitch in the Senate.
Yeah. Yep. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened either. Look, I ain't putting nothing past these Bammers.
Mm-mm.
I ain't putting nothing past these motherfuckers, man. As far as I'm concerned, you know, they all a bunch of hoes. As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me get on up out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? I catch y'all in another video, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all for being on. And yeah, smash like, hit subscribe, man. This your boy. Scream at me. Oh!